Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday to you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my birthday haul. I gotta say, it was a good birthday. Right off the bat, it was a good birthday. It was a really good birthday. I honestly, I want to say it was probably the best birthday I've had in a while. Since, honestly, it was. I mean, it was my 40th birthday. It was the big 4-0. And you saw in the teeny tiny clip, thanks to Jackie, aka Mrs. Bad Karma 103, for shooting that little clip. Too bad. I wish I could have shot video during the party. But it was just, I was too busy just enjoying and hanging out with my friends and stuff. But yeah, so best birthday probably since, if memory serves me right. I mean, I don't want to like downplay any other particular birthdays, especially ones that I've celebrated, which, let's be honest, as I get older, birthday celebrations really are few and in between. So anyway, here I go, I'm rambling again. Anyway, best birthday in a long while, and it kind of, to me, is up there with the time that my wife surprised, well, she wasn't my wife at the time, surprised me with a birthday party with all my friends in the Philippines while I was in Manila. I think that was like 2008. That was pretty damn memorable. That's one of those ones that to this day I still remember, and I feel like this 40th birthday is going to be one for the books as well. It was just a simple little party. It wasn't a surprise party. It wasn't. I refused to call it a party. I considered it a get together. But technically it was a party. And I also can't not give credit to my wife for throwing me what essentially was a party. It was really all thanks to her, and thanks to family, my parents who flew here from San Diego, and my friends here that showed up for it. And a lot of what I'm gonna be showing is from you guys. So thanks again, not only for coming and for the awesome gifts. So yeah, it was a really it was a great birthday. And I want to say also, I think as far as getting presents for my birthday, this is one for the books as well. I think it's been a while since I've gotten a birthday haul like this, so pretty damn cool. Pretty, I tend to downplay my birthdays, and I really am never really big on celebrating. But I like stuff. I'm a toy collector. I'm a geek, so I like stuff. I welcome presents. So this was a good one. So thanks to everyone who gave me stuff. And even without the gifts, just again, because I wasn't expecting them in the first place. All I really asked for was your presence, and you guys showed up and hung out, celebrate my 40th birthday with me. Again, thanks to my wife, my parents, and to all of you guys that celebrated my birthday with me. Really appreciated it. So anyway, before I get to the presents, I had a couple little presents for myself. Well, one of them, this one, okay, the first thing I want to show, just because it arrived, I think this arrived on my birthday. But this actually, well, I'll explain this. So this was actually off of Amazon. This is Prime Day. I don't know if any of you guys checked out Amazon on Prime Day. I'm a Amazon Prime member. I've been a Prime member for, I'm not sure, but I want to say about 3 years. It's awesome. I mean, I want to say, if you're not a Prime member, what are you doing? But I guess it's not for everyone, because not everyone is big on online shopping, or even big on shopping on Amazon. I'm all about shopping on Amazon. I honestly get most of my stuff on Amazon. You know, online, like 90% of my stuff is on Amazon, and then like 9% off of eBay and 1% off of other sites. But anyway, so Amazon Prime Day. I'm never really too excited about Prime Day just because it's like, it's deals on stuff that most of the stuff that I'm looking for anyways, and the kind of stuff that there's a Prime Day deal on. But I'll check it out anyway. And the only thing I found this year that was of interest was this Hot Wheels, was it Speedtropolis? I forget how much. I think this was $14.99. That was the Prime Day deal. Originally, like, I don't know if it was like 20 or 20 something, so it wasn't a huge deal, but I figured, you know, I might as well. And actually, the reason I got this isn't for me. I mean, it's very well something I would get, but I got this for my daughter. She actually loves Hot Wheels and she loves play sets. My brother, when he's visited a couple times, he had some of his son's toys with him, including some Hot Wheels playsets, and Summer really loved playing with them. In fact, there's a particular playset that every time she sees in the store, she'll say, "I have that." She must think that I just put it away or something, but she thinks it was her playset, but it was really just her cousin's. Anyway, so I wanted to get her a playset of her own. This one's pretty cool. It comes with a car, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess that's a plus regardless. But she has her own little Hot Wheels collection. It's, you know, it's your nothing too crazy or special about it. It's kind of like it's not really, well, I like that it's not your average like garage playset or, you know, something like that, but you know, it's just a little playset. There's a few little things to it. There's a little building. Well, actually, there's a couple little buildings and parking areas and stuff like that. And this is the front-facing camera, so it's not going to get too detailed. I like that there's a couple little cool little details here. Like there's like a little movie theater, and you can't see it, but there's like a thing for like a zombie movie or something like that. And a little parking garage, and you know, these are just printed details or stickers, but you know, to me that's the kind of stuff that makes it stand out. And then there's a little burger joint, that's kind of cool. And you know me, I'm all about the fast food and hamburgers, so you know, I'm looking forward to giving this to Summer. She actually saw it, and she was like, she asked if she can play with it, but I was waiting to shoot this video, so now I can finally crack this open. Not only give it to her, but play with it with her, which I think would be pretty cool. Then I did get myself a teeny tiny, well, it's not tiny, but a little something for myself. It's nothing major, but it's funny because there are other things that I ordered around the time of my birthday that are more expensive and stuff like that that could be considered present for myself, but this was the one that I kind of officially considered it was for myself. So it's this Harley Quinn print on canvas. I actually have a small collection. If you follow on Instagram, you know, me or the SMU Toys Instagram, you'll see I post a lot of findings of comic art printed on canvas from Ross. And this was $14.99. It's pretty big. I think it's about 16 by 24. But I actually have a small collection, and I've been meaning to kind of do some changes in the office room here, especially where this Harley is, the life-size Harley. I've been thinking of moving her somewhere, actually putting her. I don't know if I've ever shown it, but across from where I'm standing is the closet, and the sliding doors on the closet are actually mirrors. I'm not crazy about that, but it's kind of cool. It's different. But I was thinking of putting her on there and just folding it down the part that makes her so she can stand, and like taping her against that, and using the rest of this wall to display some of that comic art that I've been gathering, including especially this one. That one's really cool. So that's my little birthday present to myself. Now on to the actual birthday presents, or yeah, the ones that were given to me. First up, And this actually arrived before my birthday. And I believe, yeah, no, I think I posted it on Instagram as well. It was arrived a little early. I wanted to kind of order it so that it arrived just on time. Basically, okay, before I even get ahead of myself, this is for my wife. You guys can see it. She asked me what I wanted, or she basically said, okay, go order what you want. Just make sure you order it, because unlike Father's Day, which I got the present a little late, my Father's Day present. She wanted to make sure that it arrived and I had this on time. So yeah, it's funny every time she asks me, like, you know, what do you want, or, you know, order for herself. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, what's the maximum? But, you know, of course, I gotta be, you know, reasonable about it. So I try to keep it under $100. So, you know, if it was up to me, there's, you know, there's a lot of stuff I want that it can easily go into the over 100, 200, 300 maybe. But anyway, I'll save those for getting presents for myself at another time. Anyway, there you have it. It's the Lego Superheroes Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle. And this thing, I forget, I think this retailed for like, I think about $100, $99.99, but on Amazon, I think it was like $71 or $72 with Prime shipping. It's great to be a Prime member. So there you have it. This thing is cool. This set is just really cool. The bridge itself, I mean, I know you're only getting a half bridge, but it's still, just as a playset, that bridge is actually more than enough. Look at all that action you got going on this thing. And then the minifigures. You get some great minifigures in here. 3 like very essential villains. Plus Aunt May. The real Aunt May, the old Aunt May, not the sexy Aunt May from Homecoming. Spider-Girl, Scarlet Spider, and Spider-Man. So yeah, big thanks to my wife for this. That's just awesome. You know, if you saw, or if you didn't see that my Father's Day haul, you know, it was really cool to get that Lego set from her as a present. And now this one, you know, it's really, it's like one that'll be memorable, you know, this set, aside from just how awesome it is. It's like, it's one of those ones that'll really, it has a memory attached to it, because it was a present for an 40th birthday of all birthdays. So, you know, probably the next time she'll want to really celebrate my birthday won't be for a while again. It's not like we're not going to do 41, 42. It'll be like maybe at 50 or something. Funny thing about that, I guarantee at 50 years old, I'm still going to want toys. If I knock on wood. There you go, knock on wood. If I make it that long, guarantee I'm still gonna want toys as presents. So anyway, again, big thanks to my wife for that. That's a really cool set. So moving on, my parents, like I mentioned earlier, they came. They flew in for my birthday. They actually flew in. No, they didn't fly in. About a week before, they actually came as well. They arrived with my brother, who was visiting. Was with his family visiting his girlfriend's brother's family. His girlfriend has family out here, so they come every so often as well. And they brought my parents and pretty much just dropped them off to spend the weekend with us, which was cool but crazy at the same time, because they were gonna be like, after they went back to San Diego, like 2 days later, 2 or 3 days later, they were flying back here. Anyway. So they had a card for me, even though it had postage on it. They actually just brought it with them. Yeah, I'm a big kid. Even my parents, who were like in their mid-70s, gave their 40-year-old son. This is the birthday card they gave their 40-year-old son. That's how much of a big kid I am. Look at that. It's Power Rangers. What's cool is Power Rangers Super Mega Force. That is one of my all-time favorite Power Ranger seasons. Now, there was a present in here as well. There was money. The money's not here anymore. The money got used. But yeah, they gave me $100 as well. yeah, that's pretty damn cool, right? And then my parents brought something with them for me from a friend back home, Albert, aka oh man, Collector Al. I think it's Collector _ Al at 619. That's his Instagram. He's not on YouTube. I believe that's it. It's either Collector _ Al 619 or Collector Al _ 619, something like that on Instagram. But you guys have heard me mention him before if you've been following me for a while. He's a good friend back home from San Diego. We co-founded a collector group in San Diego, the United Toy Collectors of San Diego, which I don't know. I don't think I really have any videos about that because I think that was kind of during a time I pretty much wasn't really doing videos. But anyway, we co-founded that group, and the group is blown up. I pretty much after I not so much after marriage, but after we had Summer, I pretty much dropped off, just like I dropped off with everything, you know, YouTube, everything. Anyway, really good friend. He sent a bag with a stack of WWE trading cards with my parents for me. And it's cool because he knows I'm all about, well, you know, back then it was the Divas. He knew I was all about the Divas. He's hooked me up with cards before, mostly Divas, some superstars. Now, of course, they're not called Divas. They're just the female superstars, or you know, the women's division. Anyway, regardless, not most, but these are all. Well, check that out. Kelly, that brings back some memories. But yeah, it's a bunch of Divas cards, or well, yeah, female superstar cards. So, but check that out, Alexa Bliss. Now, I think I've mentioned it a couple times recently. I've mentioned it more on Instagram. By the way, if you are on Instagram, please follow, because I'm a lot more active on Instagram than I am here on YouTube. I post. Sometimes I miss, but usually daily. I post stuff daily. Anyway, Alexa Bliss. She is like Kelly before, and before her, Trish Stratus. Alexa Bliss is like my biggest WWE obsession. So anyway, moving on. Now, the next two things are from none other than Carlos. You guys know him, aka Bad Karma 103. He came through for the party, hooked me up with some Marvel Legends. Boom. Nick Fury. He actually told me he picked this up for me a while back because I was army building them. I forget how much I have now with this one, but I think this was the last one I needed to like round it out to like 6. And the main reason, if you missed the other times I talked about them, that right there, so that, you know, it's just a shield like agent trooper. I love that helmet on that guy too. So yeah, thanks for that. But boom, it's the new I think it's called well, it's, you know, technically it's the Man-Thing series, Build-A-Figure series, but it's, I think they're calling it the Marvel Knights Wave, which, if you're not familiar, you know, it's got all those Netflix figures plus Blade and this Bullseye right here, which for me, this whole wave plus Man-Thing, I like Man-Thing as well. This whole wave is must-haves. Gotta get them all. So, you know, he helped me out, start the wave out with Bullseye. So that is really cool. Now, funny thing about this is just a little before my birthday, and I got this from Carlos. I was about to backtrack and get the Toy Biz Bullseye off of eBay. I forget how much he goes for, but how cool that I held off, and now I have the even better Hasbro Marvel Legends Bullseye. And I love, big thanks, man. I love this figure. I mean, I can't say I love this figure. I haven't cracked them open, but I know I'm gonna love this figure. So big thanks, Carlos Bad Karma, for that. Now, all right, got a bag of goodies here. It's a big bag of goodies from none other than Chris, aka Rex Flex All 69. I think I might have had a couple previous videos because he sent me stuff in the past. Crazy thing is, so we've known each other from YouTube since a while back. I'm not sure how long we've known each other. I want to say since the early days in 2009, which I only started the SMU Toys YouTube channel in 2009. I've been on YouTube since 2006, but that was an older channel. Anyway, so we've been friends for a long time. Okay, his YouTube name is Rex Flex All 69. He doesn't have any videos. It'd be cool if you check out his channel anyway, regardless, just cause. Anyway, and then fast forward to years later, we started meeting up and hanging out at San Diego Comic-Con for at least, I think, 2 or 3 years in a row. I want to say at least 2 or 3 years in a row. And then, you know, now he's from Vegas. You know, if I didn't mention that. Now I live in Vegas, and we're actual, you know, we're local friends now, which is really cool. He's such a cool dude. He's had us over at his place like 2 or 3 times now, which most recently was on the 4th of July, and we watched Wonder Woman over there. Really awesome, really cool, dude. And he's a foodie. He's a diehard foodie. Sometimes I don't know if he's more of a collector or a foodie. I want to say he's more of a foodie. Actually, he's actually a really good cook as well. Every time we go over there, he cooks some really good food. Anyway, so he hooked me up. He hooked me up with this bag of goodies. I'm just gonna pull this stuff out first so it's easier to show. First of all, he's such a foodie. He gave me some food. Lee Hing Mango. It's a product of Thailand. It's some form of dried mango. I'm not sure if it's spicy. It kind of looks like it might be spicy. I'm excited to try this out. So, food. It's really a bag of goodies. It's this vinyl dolls. I think this is Funko. Is this Funko? No, it's not Funko. Okay, so vinyl sugar. Anyway, it's the vinyl. Did I say vinyl dolls? Vinyl Idols line, and it's Napoleon Dynamite. How cool is that? Look at that. That's cool. A couple of this is funny because so morale patches. There's a Batman one, and this Hello Kitty Punisher one. Morale patches. This is funny because, man, this brings me back to my airsofting days. I miss the airsofting. That's another thing. If you've been following me a while, you know that I was big into airsofting with Clownfire, Butterball 629, Stop Mofo. It's lots of my friends back home in San Diego. Man, those were the days when we got to we had that time at airsoft. It's good stuff. Anyway, that's cool. If I ever get to airsoft again and put these to use, that'd be awesome. Okay, I think the rest of this stuff. Okay, first off, I think the rest of the stuff is G.I. Joe goodies, which is cool because, you know, that's G.I. Joe will always be one of my favorites. Check this shirt out. I think it says, well, you know what? It's support our troops, and it's got some Joes on there. Really cool. Okay, check these out. If you're a big G.I. Joe person, you're familiar with these. It's funny because just recently I was really thinking about these guys. G.I. Joe versus Cobra. These, what year was these? 2001, I want to say. Yeah, 2001. This was a new era for G.I. Joe. These weren't the best figures in the world, but for me, it'll always be kind of memorable. I mean, there's a lot of eras of G.I. Joe that are memorable, but this one, it's just, I don't know, lately I've been kind of feeling nostalgic for all that early 2000s stuff, and, you know, that's cool. There you have it. There's those. And then, a couple of 25th anniversary figures, Cobra Commander and a Red Ninja, and these, it's funny because these also ushered in a whole new era of G.I. Joe. This pretty much ushered in what is still now the current, or the going, how do you say, standard, I want to say. You know, there's no more O-ring, all plastic. Well, I mean, they're all plastic, but anyway, just, you know, the style of articulation and sculpt, although it has definitely improved since the 25th anniversary stuff, but, you know, these are also kind of, you know, that's nostalgia right there. I mean, you know, I grew up on the original stuff in the early 80s, so, you know, but I can say, for me, this is also nostalgia. Anyway, and last up from Chris, it's the Loyal Subjects Action Vinyls. And this looks like it was an exclusive. It's a super double diamond club. And it is Snake Eyes. You're not going to see really well. But it's kind of like, it's kind of translucent. It's kind of like a translucent smoky gray exclusive. I've always wanted to try these little action vinyls out. So big thanks. I think it's really cool. Alright. And then moving on. Another bag of goodies. This will be the last but not least. This is from my friend Arnell, aka Monkey King 702 here on YouTube. I do want to ask you guys to go check out his channel. You know, he started YouTubing, I forget how long ago. It was largely during the time that I wasn't really active on YouTube, so I wasn't really being a good friend there and checking his stuff out. But please check out his channel. But he is a good friend. He's also someone I've known on YouTube since a while back, and also then on Facebook. We haven't met, unlike Carlos, who, you know, I've hung out with many times over the years. Him coming to San Diego, me coming to Vegas, and then Chris, who then I got to hang out with when he started coming to, or when I started meeting up with him at San Diego Comic Con, and then now we're neighbors, and we're all neighbors, and Arnell now, but he's one that I hadn't met previously in person. We were just, you know, we stayed friends, good friends online. And it's cool now because we're practically neighbors. He doesn't live that far, and so all these dudes, you know, they actually all don't live that far. So it's awesome now that you know, I got this great. I want to say that you know, I got this great group of friends here in Vegas, which, you know, I don't want to say unfortunately, because I love, you know, marriage and fatherhood, and, you know, pretty much being a Mr. Mom, taking care of my daughter 24/7. But, you know, at the same time, I don't have that time like I used to hang out with friends and stuff. So, you know, once in a while, any chance we get, you know, we try to. Anyway, so from Arnell. Funny thing about this is this came out around the time that I moved to Vegas, or shortly after, something like that. No, I had no luck finding it all this time. Toys R Us exclusive. It's that Groot, Guardians of the Galaxy Groot Evolution. So there's little baby Groot, you know, in the pot right there, and I don't know if, is that young kid Groot or whatever, and then, you know, full-grown Groot right there. I had no luck finding this, so big thanks for hooking me up with that. And this, how cool is that? Star Wars Duel on Naboo. Very, very memorable moment. And what's cool about this too, you know, I was just mentioning about kind of being nostalgic about like that early 2000s G.I. Joe. I've been also kind of feeling nostalgic for that, you know, the prequel stuff. I often say, like, I actually love the prequels except for the first one. But you know what? I think there's a special place in my mind and heart for episode 1 as well. I mean, I still kind of want to say I like it the least of the 3 of the original trilogy, but there's special memories there, just because, kind of like with the G.I. Joe versus Cobra ushering a new era. Episode 1 ushered in a whole new era. You know, it was the first new Star Wars in how many years, and it was all fresh and new and exciting, and you know, it's cool stuff. And Darth freaking Maul, man, on this set where, you know, you got the duel. You can have them take out Qui-Gon, and then you can have Obi-Wan cut Darth Maul in half. Oh, that's really cool. So big thanks, big thanks. And then he threw in a couple little blind packs. A Lego Batman pack, which is cool because as much as I wanted to, I haven't gotten any of those Lego Batman blind bags, as well as a couple Halo ones. And it's the Foxtrot series. So here's hoping get some cool ones out of these. So big thanks Arnell, and then big thanks all of you, really. Again, even if you hadn't hooked me up with all these awesome goodies, just, you know, having you guys there with me celebrating my 40th birthday. Freaking 40, man. I mean, that's old. I want to say I don't feel it, you know, forever a big kid at heart, but still, big 4-0. I really appreciate it. Of course, especially, again, to my wife for throwing the party, and for the awesome as hell Lego set. I can't wait to build that and mess with that. My parents, Albert, and even the rest of my friends who showed up. I want to say Arnell. He brought his boy. He's got 3 boys. He brought his, I think, the second youngest, or the middle child. Really cool little dude. Oh man, I wish you guys could meet him. He's a cool little dude. Hopefully we'll get to hang out again. So there was Chris, and then he's got a family too, but they weren't able to come. Carlos and Jackie. Again, Jackie, she shot the little video clip. Thanks, Jackie. Then my friend Sherry and her husband and their daughter. Well, their daughters. And then they actually brought she actually brought her niece too. And then Arlene's co-workers, Olivia and Prince. Really cool. So thanks to all of you again for all these goodies, and for those of you who showed up, and for everyone, if you're watching this, anyone else who wished me happy birthday online anywhere, or anywhere else, just thanks. It was, again, I want to say it was pretty much, it was a birthday. It was one that was one for the books. So again, all this cool stuff. Thank you guys, and thank you for watching. Really appreciate it.